Okay, y'all, so good morning. It is Thursday morning. We getting there. We're getting through the week. So far, so good this week. Zach's made it every day. Been on time every day. Don't even know what to say. I mean, I ain't even got nothing bad to say, man. It's been great, you know. Of course, he's been compensated well, too. So, you know, yeah. So today we'll be cutting the 14 acres over there and all that there. So it looks like Katie's gonna be working today and Zach gonna be working today, and yeah, Anthony will be back out here tomorrow, because tomorrow we're gonna be doing the bushes over at the on the $1 Million Street over there. The bushes got to get done over there. We got to get that done as long as it ain't raining. See, the weather that we're having now is, well, it's not the opportune time to be doing bushes, because everything is really wet and stuff, and the bushes are just stupid growing, especially like, you know, some of the lower petalums and stuff like that. They just grow so fast when they get weather like this, where it's just straight raining. And we should have been done cutting them, really, but I hadn't been able to schedule it, man, because I haven't had time, because, well, you know, I have to do the lawns, man. We got to cut the grass first, and anything outside of the grass cutting, especially a big job like that, where it's like, you know, a lot of labor, it takes a lot of time. And when the labor takes a lot of time, then what I try to do is I try to just throw more labor at it. Even if I don't make as much money on that particular job, you know, what I'll do is I'll throw more labor at it anyway, just to make everybody's life easier. I'll pull my profit from another job earlier in the week. The tree job the other day and the yards that we cut the other day, my profit margin was through the roof for me. Now, I know there's a lot of guys that make $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000, $10,000 a day solo, but I'm not one of those guys. So for what I had in that tree job the other day, it paid really, really good, okay? Now, I'm also aware that since I made so good that day, then I can take a little bit of that money, a little bit of it, and I can throw it to the labor of another job to make things easier, right? You can't do that if you was an idiot with your money, you know. But I don't have to have, you know, all the profit off of one job and keep it. I'll roll it back into the business. It ain't even something I think about. The job over there at the $1 Million Street is a lot of labor. So I'm gonna have everybody out there on tomorrow. Zach, Anthony, and Katie. We're gonna do, and that job pays $1,000. So tomorrow, by the time I pay everybody and pay for fuel and everything, I'll probably make about $400, you know, but I profit. But I won't have to work nearly as hard, man, you know, and we can do a stand-up job, and $400 and me not have to work hard, profit in a day, and that's covering fuel, and that covers everything. Labor, fuel, and fuel for the next few days. I can live with that. I don't have to, you know, I can. So that's kind of where I'm coming from on some jobs. It's a given that some jobs are going to pay more than other jobs. What you have to do, what I have to do in my business is I level the playing field across the board. We make 500 on this job, and then we only make 300 on this job. Then I take 100 from the 500 and I'll throw it at the expenses of 300 and make them both 400. That's, at the end of the day, that's what you're doing. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm not consciously thinking that, but that's basically what I'm doing. And because I want my life to be easy as possible. I do. With as much money profitable as possible, too. I don't want to bust my ass every single day and well, I don't want to bust my ass every single day to make top dollar. I want to make top dollar, and I'm going to make top dollar because of the machines, not because of my labor. See, there's a difference. I don't really know if I'm explaining it right. I want a machine to do everything. And if a machine can't do everything, then I want to try to find a machine that will. Or try to find a machine to make things as minimal labor as possible. Whether the labor is for me, but I want my labor to be as minimal as possible. Whether it's somebody that's in the truck with me laboring, or me laboring, or the other truck laboring. I don't want anybody to have to do any more labor than necessary. Sometimes, a lot of times, there's no choice in that. Because we are out here doing lawn care and, landscape work. But the thinking is always, I want a machine to do it. I don't weed eat areas that a lawnmower can get, pretty much. That kind of sums it up. I don't want a guy weed eating an area that I can put a lawnmower in. I'd rather him be weed eating the area and detailing things, where they park their car or whatever, instead of weed eating the ditch that I can put a mower on. If I don't have the right mower for that, well then okay. But normally, if I don't have the right mower for that or the right piece of equipment for whatever task at hand, either I'm gonna charge accordingly or I'm gonna buy whatever piece of equipment I need to do it, right? So, yeah. But this week's been a really good week. I just hated that this week couldn't be last week. Then this week I'd be into some new money. See, this money that we're getting this week is really, from last week. And it's okay for me, because it is what it is. I just, like to be able to do things in a way to where I can, make new money each week instead of chasing last week's money. But I knew last week when I told Zach not to come back to work till Monday that we were going to be chasing some of the extra money. Now I got the basic lawn care stuff done, but we didn't make anything really extra. But I didn't have to pay out as much. See, there's all kinds of little ways. So I made probably the same amount of money, But okay, guys, so I'm getting started over here. It is, I don't know what time it is. Let me see. I don't know, as soon as I take it out of reverse. It's 8:15 and we already got started. Zach's on his way over here. Well, I already got started. Zach's on his way over here to in the other truck and all that there. I'm just trying to, there comes Zach now. So the one I'm pulling up to now, we did the sod on. Y'all have been over here probably 100 times. I put this sod down. Well, me and Zach and a couple other guys that that I hired. So I'm gonna knock this one out real quick. And yeah, I probably ain't gonna get no mowing footage. I'll get enough mowing footage from the other job, man. All right, y'all. Okay, I got done with that one. It took me a little bit long, but I did some extra stuff, made another $30. So that 60 turned into a 90. So I can live with that. I cut some more ivy, off those trees. Yeah, I've been charging for that, dude, and you can get good money at it for the time. I spent about an additional 15 minutes there. So, yeah. It's 10:35, so I've been gone from the big job about an hour. I didn't make great time, but like I said, it's okay. I got extra money, so you know, now I got one more I'm gonna do, and then we're back over there to that one, and then after that we are gonna finish the big cut, and then we got one to hit on the way home. So yeah, show. I got shit all over my glasses, man.
Please say a command.
Right. So 600 on the big cut, 90 on the one I just did. That's 690. Plus I'm fixing to go do this 60. 690 plus 60 is 750 plus 80 on the last one on the way home. 750 plus 80 is 830. 830, you know, maybe $350 in expenses, and yeah, another day. Been a really good week, man. Very lucrative week for us, man. Well, after last week, it should be, right? If every week was like this, well, we'd be balling, big balling. But every week ain't like this, so yeah. I'm probably gonna start migrating some dirt to my house for the concrete. Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to do that, man. I'm just more worried about trusting a contractor, really. You know, I don't really know any good concrete contractors, man. Not know them. See, everything else I do, I usually know somebody that knows somebody. You know. I just don't, you know, I don't know, man. You hear horror stories all the time, right? Where the contractor got your money and ran, you know, or the contractor, you know, never comes back, gets your down payment and never comes back. See, I'm trying to avoid that. I don't want that to happen at all. So, the next one over here that I'm going to be doing is really easy, and as you can see, well, y'all can't see, but what I'm doing is I went less than 4 miles from the big cut. So if anything happens or anything like that on the big cut, then I'll know. Or they can tell me and I'll be close by. So these are the two properties that I'm doing right here. You know, this morning, you know, the little yards. These two properties are bi-weekly, but they went to weekly since the weather has changed. So why not incorporate them on the same day that I'm doing the big cut? Because they're right here. And that saves all kinds of energy, time, effort, and it also makes you more efficient tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day, because you don't have to come all the way over here to cut 2 little yards, right? You want to do them, you know. And I know a lot of you guys have been doing this for a long time. Y'all know that, man. Y'all, and anybody that really is in business for themselves, you got to be. If you're not thinking like that, you need to be thinking like that in order to free up your time so you can do more work, where you make more money. If you spend a lot of time, you know, traveling for, you know, 100 or two, then it needs to be worthy of that. It needs to be based on, well, where other jobs are. Whenever I do the $600 cut over there, the big one, I'll probably get some drone footage today too, if I got time when I get back. I should have time, as long as the mowers are running good and everything. But whenever you're doing a big cut like that, and you can pull off, if you're me, and you can pull off or send somebody to do a couple little yards to save you, to save you from having to come back the next day way over here. And you'd have to really be looking at a map to really see what I'm saying. because once we do this big cut and I do this one over here, then we won't be back on this side of town all the way until like next Wednesday. If I don't do these two, either I'm gonna I'll lose out on the money, or I'll have to spend the gas to come back over here tomorrow, sucking my time up from the $1 Million Street bushes. And the $1 Million Street is completely on the other side of my house. We are south of my house, and the $1 Million Street where we're going to be doing the bushes tomorrow is north of my house. So yeah, I mean, you know, this is just how I think. I'm not saying it's the right way, but it's pretty lucrative. You know, I mean, I don't see how you can do it different and make more money unless you're charging more per property or whatever. You know, if you're really efficient, you can keep your money. I mean, if you're really efficient and don't waste a lot of moves, then you can really keep your prices really competitive, you know, and still make top dollar. I have actually not went up on, you know, not this year, but in years past, I have actually not went up on any property and do less properties and make more money at the end of the day because of my efficiency and, you know, the fuel and all that. But guys that have been doing this a long time, y'all know this. You know, I'm not telling y'all these. I'm really talking to the guys that are just starting out, you know, where they got a yard that's 30 minutes away and, you know, it's $80 or whatever. And, you know, it's hard to justify going all the way out there for $80. But you have to do that in the beginning. And what you try to do is you try to fill in between your house or wherever you're running your business out of. You try to fill in the gap so you're not driving 25 minutes, you know, to for $80 yard. You're driving 20 minutes and you are doing 1 or 2 on the way there or on the way back. So, and that's what happens when you stay, but you got to stay in business and you got to hold on and stay in business, and so for those things to come to you. And you can market in that area. You can, you know, a lot of little things that you can do. I don't market though, so I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about marketing, to be perfectly honest with y'all. Because I've never, I never market. Rarely do I put an ad out, you know. I'll put an ad on Craigslist or something, you know, for skid steer work, bobcat work, but it's not something that I do all the time. He's cutting this shit with a 21-inch push mower. Ugh. Hell no. This is gonna be real easy, man, because it's well, it's a weekly now. So if it was bi-weekly, it'd be a lot harder, but I'm making twice as much money because I'm able to do it twice as fast, literally, and it looks a lot better when I'm done. So I got to get it. I got that one done, no problem. All right, y'all, so I'll be pulling back up over here. Let's see how far they done got. They ought to be getting pretty close to you know, getting to that last piece of over here, because we were, you know, and I don't think nothing broke or anything. We're probably still gonna have to weed eat unless Zach done weed eated. I kind of doubt he weed eated the whole thing, but I don't mind weed eating, you know, half of it or whatever. We'll just let Katie continue to run a mower, but. It's all clumpy, man. That's not good. Y'all know what it is, man. It's Sammy time Thursday, y'all. Peace out.